Yo, what's up? It's your girl Jazzy the Kid.
It's your boy Hakeem.
And you listening to Too Much Talk. Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
It's your girl Jazzy the Kid.
It's your boy Hakeem.
And we listening to Too Much Talk.
Yeah. You was just waiting for me to do it. That's what it was. I think that's what it was, because the last couple of times when I pause, you don't do it.
I don't need you.
So the time where I just committed and I just did it, that's when you started doing it.
I don't need you. I can do things on my own. I'm a woman. I can do bad all by myself. I can do good all by myself.
No. You can do bad all by yourself.
I'm confused.
And you will do bad all by yourself.
What? I'm confused.
Remember, the only reason you doing good. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Hakeem.
Because I'm your favorite.
What?
I'm your favorite.
What that mean?
Never forget it.
What that mean?
You favorite because of me.
Yep, and the favor was unlocked because you said yes.
That's fine.
Right. So
what I was doing.
So you do bad by yourself.
Oh, no.
In other words, you needed me to unlock the favor for the whole fam.
Oh, please. If that's how you want to do it.
The favor wouldn't have been unlocked unless I asked you to be my wife.
If that's how you want to do it. Whatever.
Anyways,
hi guys.
Y'all, do all the things.
Hey, y'all,
man.
I forgot y'all was here.
Yeah, man. Like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, man. Comment, man. If you
do all the things.
Yeah, do all the things.
I hate that, actually.
It's whatever. I mean, they know what they mean. If I say do all the things, I don't even got to say everything else. You already know what it is at this point.
Follow our socials too.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a part of the things. Guys, I'm almost 30. Yeah. So happy birthday real early.
Ooh, no, I mean, we still technically probably got like 2 or 3 more episodes before your birthday. Like, that's kind of like premature. That's like, dog, that's like literally a whole month away. Like,
so happy birthday, guys.
It's not even November yet. Her birthday at like the third week in November. That's greedy. That's greedy. Anyways,
hey,
y'all. We are always, man, sponsored and hydrated with positivity water.
Wait, positive.
Yeah.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Drink up, baby. Drink up. I had my sip already.
Always good. Anyways, positivity pause for today, man.
What you got?
Check your surroundings. Make sure you are surrounded by things that help you become successful.
That's good.
Right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's people, whether it's just your own home, if you stay alone or whatever, what you surround your ears with and what you hear, you know what I'm saying, what you see, whether it's posters, accolades, trophies, whatever makes you successful, right? Make sure you're surrounding yourself with that. And if you start to feel like you are a little depressed or on a decline or not inspired, change those surroundings. Yeah. Right? You gotta clean it up. Clean it up. Always make sure your workspace is clean. Make sure your resting place, your place of peace, whether it's your home, your office, whatever, make sure that is just find space, y'all, and just surround yourself with success and
so you can
prosperity.
Set yourself up for success.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But that's it. Short and sweet, man. Just, I think we're in that season where, well, we were just talking about that this morning where I'm like, man, I just want to be around success. I want to be around productivity. And
creatives.
And creatives and stuff, and people that just get it done. Shout out to Jazz. She has another podcast called A Mother Before Anything, but she had Miss Amber Rain on there, and Miss Amber Rain is on Tyler Perry's new show. What is that called? The new Netflix limited series by Tyler Perry. You want to look it up? Yeah. But shout out Amber.
Shout out Sis
securing
Amber,
that role on there, man, doing big things. Shout out Julian Horton, man.
Beauty and Black.
Julian Horton is on there, and Amber Rain are both on there. They actually were in a series called Tough Love before that, Tough Love Atlanta. Check that out on YouTube.
Or Clio TV.
Shout out to Dasan. He was on Tough Love season 2. Shout out Leslie. She was on Tough Love season 2. It's just very inspiring and enlightening, you know what I'm saying, to like be able to talk to these people, you know what I'm saying, outside of obviously the industry and stuff, and just like be friends with them, break bread, talk, you know what I'm saying, and then see them up on the screen just being successful, just committing to something and seeing through whatever they put their mind to and their time to, you know what I'm saying, and just being so humble doing it. So congratulations to y'all. We watching y'all always.
Putting in that work.
Yep,
for sure.
and it's inspiring as well. So we will meet on set.
Okay.
Eventually, you know what I'm saying, but we here right now.
Shout out to Lax, guys.
Shout out to Lax.
Shout out to wearelax.com. This is part of it. It's just a cute little crop sweatshirt. You know what I mean? It's still giving warm and hot in Georgia.
This is good material.
For those that are not watching the visual right now, Hakeem is filling me up.
I was just pointing out the material of the clothing is very phenomenal. Actually, if you have ordered Lax, you know how the material feels.
Shout out to you guys for shopping.
Yeah,
make sure you guys check it out. And check it out for your ladies. Men, your time is coming. One day. Wearelax.com.
One day.
Check it out.
Anyways, let's hop into the subject for today. Speaking of beauty in black, and television and Tyler Perry and all that stuff. Today we are talking black cinema, black films, right? Black productions.
Black everything.
We're in Milwaukee, right? I mean, we're from Milwaukee. Okay, we're in the A now.
Move back.
No.
Moving forward
from the 414 to the 404.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out 414
forever. It wasn't like it was now then, and that's why we moved. Of course.
I feel like even if it would have still got to the place where it is now, we still probably would have moved just because of what we were aspiring to do as far as acting. There's not much stuff still going on as far as acting. I'll say social media is definitely doing its thing and getting the city noticed for sure. People staying consistent in the city. Shout out our people that staying consistent in the city and with their content and music. I think the music era and social media era is popping there. But when it comes to
what film?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? What? They producing films now out of Milwaukee.
Yeah, but it's still not like.
That's because I would say maybe the amount of actors in the acting pool or whatever, because Milwaukee is a very big city as far as live theater, musicals. You know what I'm saying? It's still got like that old third ward feel, you know what I'm saying, like where everything is live. And so that's what we did a lot of when we were back home. We did a lot of live theater, a lot of musicals and stuff. So if you ever see us in something or whatever, we're very live theatrical. It might be a little extra. It might have a little dash of Tyler Perry sitcom on that sucker because you know it's overacting. You know what I'm saying? And so we just getting the feel for film and everything like that. But before we left, we were in the process of starting to film different things. So
we was probably going to be one of those first bit of people that was starting something in the city like that. But what was I going to say? Like I think a lot of people from Detroit are coming over to the city now. And so shout out Tubi because Tubi is really creating or letting that opening up their platform so that our people can get in that door and do what they need to do. So like I'll say it's picking up now. Maybe some years down the line, or I ain't even gonna put them too far into the future. Maybe next year it could be some more bigger films being produced out of Milwaukee. I don't know. It just wasn't that at the time when we were trying to leave 4 years ago. Like it just wasn't enough for us to like really, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because you know people for you guys that do support us and watch us on social media and stuff like that. That's what's really. You know, it's social media, you know what I'm saying? That's opening other doors for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes. Now, when you say social media, how do you mean that? That's opening doors.
2020 is when we moved here. And then, 2020 is when we moved here. That's when there was a pandemic and nobody had anything to do but to get on social media. Social media has always been what it was, but it took off. And the pandemic was horrible because there were so many people that we lost, but there was a lot of great that came out of it as well.
Yeah.
And social media being one of them, taking people to new heights as far as their following, as far as their careers, as far as finances, as far as opportunities. And that's what I mean. Like, staying on social media, posting consistently, and then getting the viewership, it's opening doors for other stuff. You get what I'm saying?
I do. I do understand what you're saying, but I concur because a lot of people that I work with on set
don't be on social media like that.
Don't be on social media.
So,
like typically when I get on set, I might have the most following on there, which shows me that it really does not matter. There's a whole different side.
Yeah.
Like if you're
I agree with that
if you're
too.
about to move to Atlanta and you're about to start to try to do film and stuff, I would say whatever state that you're in right now, you need to start to prepare, right? Because we did not know about the film industry and how to do it the proper way before we moved here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so my first audition, the very first audition I got for film out here, botched that. That was the worst audition I've ever had in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see how it's widescreen, it's horizontal, how we're taping right now. Like, my audition was vertical.
Oh.
Never supposed to do that. Never supposed to do that. Like the cuts, like I didn't edit it really. It was like it was raw.
Did you say thank you at the end of it?
I think I did say thank you, but I never did a self tape before ever in my life.
You're not supposed to say thank you after your interview. That's a little gym, guys.
That's live though. That's a live audition. But I never did a self tape audition. I never did an audition where I'm filming it from home. I've never done that before. You know what I'm saying?
It's all a learning experience.
Yeah,
but if you could take anything from this video, take some of the advice or tips that we give from what we do know.
Yeah.
And obviously apply it to your own situation if this is something you aspire to do.
Yeah.
Because, we don't want to make those mistakes.
Don't make those mistakes.
Because sometimes some people can be a little greedy or a little rough around the edges in this industry, and they'll be like, he said somebody was like, never do that again.
Oh, yeah. They, I did a lot of background work when I got out here, and I put it on my resume, and I submitted for an agency. And the agency, I'm not going to say the agency name because I know I'm going to be represented by them one day. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't talking directly to me, but I don't know if it was a lot of people that had submitted like this or whatever. It was during the open call, and they were just like, if you still got background work on your resume and you haven't taken an acting class in the last year, you don't need to be submitting. You need an agent. You need an actual agent that's going to work hand in hand and kind of help groom you for, not that type of grooming, but going to help groom you for, for you to stand on your own and submit. And bro, she's forcing it.
Love you, Bria.
Do it again. Let me see.
Okay, I gotta stop. I don't like it. I don't like that.
That's it's just at random times when you do it, like it'll throw somebody off. But anyway.
Hey, Bria.
But yeah. So the agent will help you get ready for the agency because the agency not gonna be so hands on with you. You're supposed to kind of come prepared and stuff. So like my headshot was all off and stuff. Like you should be renewing your headshots at least 2-3 times a year or whatever. Anytime you make significant changes to your weight, hair, all that different type of stuff. I
definitely have to update all my stuff. Yeah. I have my redhead now.
Yeah.
And I have not did any updates, so I'm working on that now.
Yeah, we're about to update ours. I think my last professional headshot, I had blonde locks or whatever, so it's not the same
anymore.
No beard, blonde locks. I think it was 280 pounds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's significantly different. So you show up in the in your audition, they're like, who is this? Like, this is not who we wanted. This wanted a fat guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?
We wanted a fat dude that's on that picture.
Yeah, we wanted T-Pain. So
he's not even fat.
No, I'm saying that's what they call me out here. They call me T-Pain. So, but anyways, yeah. So you just want to make sure you're prepared or whatever. But we're talking black cinema, period, right?
Well, he was fussing this morning, going back and forth about this.
It was a particular statement that I said or whatever regarding black cinema. Now that's not going to be this whole conversation, but it will kick it off. But
yeah,
we were trying to think of movies and good plot lines and storylines where there was no gun.
Yeah. We always got a gun.
We always
got a gun.
What was that last thing we watched? Oh, on Tubi. And I was like, they're shooting this whole episode. Like,
it was a Detroit.
I think it's called H-Town.
H-Town?
H-Town on Tubi.
Good storylines for sure.
H-Town on Tubi. The storyline was okay. It wasn't too much dialogue.
It was just shot.
It was just shooting. Yeah, like
every couple minutes. Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
Pow, pow.
Well, first off, like the episodes kept on ending. They kept on saying,
I'm finna take over the city.
Yeah, I'm finna take over the city. First 3 episodes, that's the end line. Like, I'm finna take over the city. This city mine. We finna run it up. And I'm like, dang, man. And it's
That's not H-Town.
Yes, it is. Let me see.
This is not H-Town.
Not H-Town. It's something. It's H-Town. It's not D-Town.
Like, it probably is D-Town. It's a Detroit film.
No, it's something. It's something. It might be in the little description at the bottom of the video or whatever. But anyway,
and we love those films.
We love those films because like Tubi and Amazon Prime for Black filmmakers is amazing, right? And so like I would say Detroit kind of pioneered this time's independent filmmaking for Black filmmakers or whatever. So we do commend them and give them their flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to say, what was that, 2017, 2018? Or was it 2019?
What?
When we started watching the Detroit films and stuff.
2018, I think.
2018.
2019.
We were literally just binge watching all the
and it was good.
It was good. Very good plot lines and stuff.
What's our number one?
What? The Plug?
The Plug Love.
Yeah, with Murder.
That was good.
Murder Pain.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. Did have guns in it, but it was good. Dialogue was good. You know what I'm saying? You can follow the story and stuff. The film, you know, the production was good. All that different type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it had some kind of substance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what triggered that. No pun intended. I don't know what triggered that thought. Like
it was just you just was like because I don't know if we were just discussing films that we are about to put together or we just was just saying all our Black films. Why like we were just naming movies that end with a gun or the storyline is based off of someone getting shot, and we name it. We went through all the different films that's Black cinema. Yeah, and it's like. So everybody got shot. Somebody got shot, whether they died or not. And I was like, well, not Tyler Perry films. He was like, no. And I was like, ooh. We got to name a few. We got to
name a few. Like all.
Charles got shot, and that's why he was in the wheelchair.
In a wheelchair, yeah. That was the turn of events. That's why she had to come back home and start taking care of him and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Tyler Perry last film with
Divorcing Black.
Yeah, Divorcing Black.
Divorcing Black, yeah. That one
was getting shot there.
Yeah. Not Daddy's Little Girls, though. Daddy's Little Girls didn't have no gun.
They were pulling guns up, but I don't think they actually shot anything.
Nobody got shot. Daddy's Little Girls. Medea's Family Reunion. Nobody got shot.
Which one? The film?
Medea's Big Family. Nobody got shot.
Right. Oh, I'm getting confused.
That's with Bow Wow.
No, because it was about the mom being sick, so nobody was getting shot. Right. And even with him being in the streets, nobody got shot. So.
Exactly. But we were just naming some. Jason's Lyric, right? Shot. What was another one? Stomp the Yard. Chris Brown gets shot.
And that's like the main reason that he does what he does. He thrives because he was doing it for him brother that got shot.
That's the turn of events. You know what I'm saying? You got served. Lil Saint gets shot.
Because Hakeem was like, thank God nobody got shot. And there I said, Lil Saint got shot. He was like, ah.
Yeah, bro. Like, everywhere. Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee, shot. Radio Raheem gets shot. Boys in the Hood, shot.
I told him that's understandable. And this was my argument as we kept going through these films. I said, I hate that it's like this, but this is a part of our story. This is what it is. This is what it's been. Our people cut up and they love guns. Now, no, that's not even just us because there's a lot of races that love guns. Yeah. But that's just a part of our culture. It's like it's kind of hard to have movies without them unless it's a wholesome movie. Now, that's the point. I think that's what we were talking about.
Right, wholesomeness,
Saying that you can have films without guns. You can still tell a good storyline with some drama without guns.
I don't have no problem with the guns. The problem is that being the like
driving factor,
the peak. You know what I'm saying? Like that being like the turn of events or whatever. Somebody getting shot. That being the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Somebody getting shot, and I'm like, dang. Like I'm going through all my favorite films, and dude, what else? The one with Samuel L. Jackson. A Time to Kill. Oh my gosh.
That's Hakeem. You got to look at the storyline for that, though.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying the turn of events is just like it's the gun that literally puts this man on trial. Like he went and shot the people that raped his, you know what I'm saying, his daughter and everything. Understandable, but it's like the gun is the turn of events, and so it's like I want to almost challenge myself to find movies
or write movies,
but
without a gun.
We watch so many of those movies. If I did write a movie, like I said, there's 3 movies in which we wrote that involve guns. And so subconsciously I'm writing, but you know what I'm saying? Of course the audience is going to receive that because that's what we've been, getting fed the whole time. But Get Out is an amazing movie. It has nothing to do with guns until like maybe the end or whatever. Like he kills. Gets pulled out. Yeah, one gets pulled out or whatever. But that's just like one of the people that gets killed in Get Out or whatever with a gun. If you haven't seen Get Out, I'm sorry for the spoiler, but it's been like almost 10 years?
No, not 10. It's been about 5. At least 5.
Been at least 5. So you need to go check that out.
Go watch it.
Most Jordan Peele movies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like. They're thought-provoking, they're conversational, but it's don't hard to figure out
sometimes. You got to really think.
I'm telling you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite?
Okay, don't put me on the spot like that.
What's your favorite movie that you watch all the time?
I don't want to say.
Why?
It's not nothing that... Polar Express.
If they pulled out a gun in Polar Express, I would be so confused. I'd be like, what? There's nothing but kids on here.
I love, one of the ones, I do have a law-abiding citizen. Equalizer.
Law-abiding citizen is a great movie. Great movie. That was the dialogue. Okay, so I guess.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I guess what I'm saying is like.
That's
also.
If
you have a gun in the movie, please just have some great dialogue. Justify this gun being here. A lot of people just like
pull the gun out. Pow!
Hey, this my hood. Pow, 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 pow. I'm like, bro,
that's it.
What just happened? Like, it was a movie with what's his name, Omar Epps, and it just came out probably like 2 years ago. It's called like the devil you know or something like that. Where he comes back home from prison and he was, I think he took the rap for somebody or whatever, but his brother really did it, and his brother got jealous of him being home and having a girl or whatever. He stabbed him at the kitchen table at the end or whatever. He poked him up or whatever, but there was no gun. I appreciated that.
And I'd appreciate it.
He didn't pull out a gun. It's so typical. Like, just end this right away. Pop. He stabbed him. It shows more malice even with the knife. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be intentional.
He gives something different to the story. For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna stab me up? That's kind of crazy. You hating that bad? You taking your time stabbing me?
Yeah.
Into my flesh. Yeah.
Right.
It definitely changes the storyline. What's the one you like with the guy in prison? He was pretty much in prison all his life. That's pretty good.
I don't like no prison movies. They're triggering.
It's the Mexican one. The Mexican guy. We just watched them last night. American Me. When the guns are there, or they were just poking everybody up.
It was old school. So he's Puerto Rican. So he was Mexican. So yeah, they were shanking. Yeah, they were definitely shanking. He didn't. There was a gun in there, but nobody died
with that gun.
No, it was just essential or whatever. I think he ended up shooting his friend or whatever. They broke into that store, and the owner of the store shot his friend, and his friend had died, I think.
Still a gun.
No, his friend didn't die. I think he shot like a piece of his leg off or something like that. So now it's like a plate right there, and it was like hollow or whatever. But they was all still locked up. But that was more so about the prison system.
Okay.
Because when he got into prison or whatever, he had got.
We could say the same thing about the Samuel Jackson one.
What?
He used a gun, but that wasn't what it was about. Like.
But they died, and he was on trial the whole movie for that.
For the gun.
For the gun. It was good because it showed the hate. That's why I say if you have the gun in the movie, at least justify the reasoning behind it. People just have guns to have guns. Go ahead.
I was thinking about Equalizer, but because Denzel, he didn't really use a gun unless he needed it.
He disarmed it, yeah.
But I did like Superfly, where Superfly they made sure the main character wasn't toting guns. He's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
With Trevor Jackson.
Yeah. It was a remake.
You did say that. Still.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there was no guns that was needed unless, it was like, it wasn't like driven off of that.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But that is also different because that's an action movie.
Oh, okay.
So if it's an action movie, I understand. Expendables.
All the Avengers.
They don't really have too many guns. They're like them as like futuristic movies, like plasma rifles and stuff like that. Like you don't see somebody just getting shot and they just they're superheroes, Yeah. But like Luke Cage, you can shoot Luke Cage, but
he's not going down.
He's not going down. Like it's no point. You have to scrap with him. You know what I'm saying? You got to blow him up, basically. But I'm saying like these movies where it's like, you cheated on your husband. Now the baby mama is upset. Now somebody's getting shot, or it's a drug deal going wrong or whatever, and somebody gets shot, or it's a home invasion and then somebody gets shot, and then you know what I'm saying? Like somebody gets shot. It's a romantic film. Somebody gets shot. It kind of oversaturated with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's almost kind of like a cop out.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of hard to run away from because that's a part of our culture, and I hate that it's like that, but that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Which is why, like you said, even you then got to a point where stuff is written and it got guns in it.
Yeah. Some of the stuff that we wrote, it does have guns in it. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, oh my gosh, like
he's trying so hard to try to change it
if there's a different way. But that's something I also wrote when one of the first films I wrote or whatever that I have not released, that I have been continuously revising or whatever to make it different. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have a gun, just justify it. If you're writing a hood movie, I understand. Just make the dialogue be there. That's not too much to ask.
Don't just result to the gun. Pow!
Yeah.
As soon as the camera come on.
Yeah.
Pow!
Right. Like Boys in the Hood, lead up. That was very good or whatever. Football star, aspiring, very like everybody know the Ricky scene. You know what I'm saying? Like he shoot out the window because in the hood, you already know people crabs in a bucket. They don't want to see you succeed. They knew Ricky was going to the league. Shot him in the back. Boom. Mother talking about it should have been the brother that was supposed to be up in the streets and stuff. So much to unpack there. So many layers. You know what I'm saying? Cuba Gooding Jr. going, getting the gun or whatever. Somebody that's not violent whatsoever. Dad got to talk him off the ledge or whatever. He crying or whatever. He trying to get revenge. Like it's so many layers there to unpack. But
you're not just focused on the shooting.
Right. I just feel like we kind of throw it up in there and stuff. And even in Tyler Perry, for him to get shot in the court scene, yeah, it was very big or whatever. And Mr. Perry, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fronting on the movie or anything like that. But
very good stuff.
Very good stuff. Very iconic movie. Remember watching it in theaters when it came out. But maybe it was something else. Maybe it was just fate that would have put him in a wheelchair or something like that. Maybe he was talking on the phone, going down the stairwell, tripped down the stairwell, and then got paralyzed or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just like
trying to find different ways around the gun.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like I'm afraid of telling the same story, and I am also cautious of painting our specific people
with the guns.
Guns and infidelity in black movies.
Ooh.
Lord have mercy. It's just overdone. You know what I'm saying? And then we paint the culture to be like that. I feel like some people would be like, Hakeem, you leaning a little bit too much into it. Like, it's going to be done anyways.
No, but then we're going to have 10,000 films.
Yeah.
with the exact same storyline. We done seen some of the same stories over and over.
Yeah,
different directors.
Just some tweak, just a little bit up in there.
Or what's the one that's just so oversaturated right now? And shout out to the people that's even putting in the work to even do these films, because it's not easy, it's not sweet.
Yeah.
And you come up with these concepts, and you know that you put in the work for this thing.
Yeah.
So no shade to anybody, because you're putting in the work, you're doing it. And so congrats on that in the first place.
Yeah.
But we are seeing some of the same storylines over and over again. This crazy girl that just fell in love with a man that was a friend of the family, or she like a babysitter, or
friend of the family, neighbor, teacher.
That's crazy over a man that's married, something like that.
Married during a relationship,
trying to get him to cheat, and he ended up cheating, and then the wife find out, and then they try to kill the wife off and say, hey, we're going to be together.
Right. And so, just to say, we do have a script like that. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I'm not releasing this yet. It's not going into production until there's something massive that kind of sets it apart. You know what I'm saying? So we've been adapting that script for a little while or whatever. So when that drops, I hope it's everything that we imagine it to be, because
I know it will.
We've been working on that since 2018.
It will be. Even the way it is now, I would say, before any extra tweaks, I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
People, there's no way that we could throw out something that's already been told.
Yeah.
That, like, people are releasing the same story. We're like, that's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
We're seeing the same stories, and people are saying, man, that was so good. I watch that again, or keep rewatching it.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that movie is going to thrive, and it's it's more meaning and more umph to it as well. So
yeah, we definitely two things that we try to do when we write is pose a question, right? One of my favorite black films is Acrimony.
We get into it about it so much.
I think that because that's a conversation that never dies. So complex. Who was right? Who was wrong? It's not really obvious, right? And the acting was so good. It's just like,
you never really. I feel like my answer changed all the time.
Yeah.
My who was wrong changed all the time.
Yeah.
Good conversation piece.
Even though
you snapped Tyler Perry.
That did have a gun in it. It did have a gun.
It wasn't until the very, very end.
It wasn't until the very, very end. But it also, I don't know. It was a cliffhanger. We don't know if he died. We don't know if he.
I don't think he did. But we don't know if she did or not.
But you don't know. You saw people come to his aid, but we don't know if he bled out and he died. That's kind of open-ended.
Yeah.
So we don't know if he actually died or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And also, that wasn't really the turn of events. The turn of events was when he changed his life around, when his idea got picked up. You see what I'm saying? That's not the conversational piece of it. The conversational piece is, okay, but he gave her money back or whatever, despite this, that. Go watch Acrimony, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
If you haven't watched Acrimony, shame on you.
Shame on you, okay? Once
People
again,
argue about it too much.
Spoiler alert! If
I might start something on Facebook today, like who was wrong?
Who was wrong in Acrimony? You know what I'm saying? I think it's about that time of the year. Mm-hmm. At least once a year, you need a good Acrimony debate. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good one. He cheated on his girlfriend, but then his girlfriend ended up becoming his wife. But then she was basically taking care of him and her. She had like 2 jobs and stuff. It's so complex, you know what I'm saying? And then she ended up leaving.
And then he ended up getting a girl. Should I say it?
No.
Okay.
No. We spoiled enough. Go watch it. That's complex. And the gun was not the turning factor. That wasn't the big thing. That wasn't
It wasn't the driving factor for sure.
Right. You know, so that wasn't the climax of the film or anything like that. So definitely appreciate that. Tyler Perry film. I think that's his best movie to me, in my opinion. That's Acrimony. What do you think Tyler Perry's best movie?
I thought we just said something else was his best one. That's what I'm saying.
Acrimony, you got it.
Did we say? Okay, then maybe that is the one.
I think that's the one. Acrimony is the best production by far.
As far as a good conversation piece.
As far as shows, until we see Beauty in Black?
Beauty in Black.
So you got Divorce in Black and Beauty in Black.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm dating, you know. Mm-hmm. Not just naming everything black, but Beauty in Black, we're going to check that out because that is out today. It's the 24th. Yep. So we'll watch it tonight and yeah, I don't know how we're gonna update y'all on that, but we might start the next episode. Yeah, but Beauty in Black, we might probably just drop a review. You want to do that? Like, just drop a review of all the parts or whatever, because I think it's a limited series, so I think it's 4 different parts that's gonna be in there.
Sure. Yeah,
we'll do that. But yeah, Beauty in Black or whatever, we'll see how that is, and give y'all a review on that. But Acrimony is his best one by far. But we definitely want to. There's a lot of black films or films that are not accustomed, but are put on this pedestal in the black culture as classics and everything like that, that do not have guns, like Drumline. That is one of my favorite black films ever.
He always talk about it. That and Stomp the Yard.
Flawless. Flawless. But Stomp the Yard, the reason I wanted to go to college. I was like, bro, college like that's lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go. But Drumline and Stomp the Yard, actually. But Drumline, I remember seeing that in theaters or whatever. It's just cracking. Drumline, Stomp the Yard, You Got Served. But Drumline is just like one of those ones or whatever. It was just like, we get to follow this person. There is no infidelity. You know, Mr. Devin Miles, he wasn't sleeping with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
He could pick this girl and stuck with her.
Yeah, but it's all about him dealing with, I guess the whole film is kind of just following him coming from a single parent household. And you got that small little nugget of him talking to his dad, like, hey, I can do it without you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he was really having that hurt with him the whole time, and then
that was what was pushing him to do what he needed to do.
And I didn't even peep like how significant it was that his dad sent him them.
I was just going to say his dad sent him. That turned him up some more.
You know what I'm saying? He got them tapes or whatever, and it was just like he got to cooking. You know what I'm saying? That was actually like, it's something that was so minute. You know what I'm saying? And minuscule. It was so massive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That
small little gesture. I don't think I noticed that for a while until a couple years later. Like, that was actually that his dad sent him those tapes. Yeah. And that's what turned him up. It was just like, oh, he actually cared about me a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm turning up.
I'm telling you. That's good. That's good writing. You see what I'm saying?
Not a gun in sight.
P.D. Pablo coming out at the classic.
It about to happen.
Man, bro, it was crazy, man. Yo, and like the callback scenes and stuff when, you know, he got in the fight and he beat on the drum.
Not a gun inside.
Look, and then this time he was acting like he was gonna beat on the drum, and then they just dropped the sticks. I'm like, yo, like it's perfect, bro. A perfect story, but they messed it up when they dropped Drumline 2.
Ooh,
my God.
Drumline 1 go down the drain. Stump the Yard 2, all that. Just leave it up.
Just leave it alone. Rest in peace. What's his name? Twitch. Aww. He was in Stump the Yard too. Yeah. They made him play the villain. And him and David Banner.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I didn't give it a chance. I heard too much.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just check it out.
The little clips and pieces I said, now why are we doing this?
Check it out on your free time, man.
Cool.
Let's talk about the black sequel of stuff, okay? Sometimes it just don't work out. Bad Boys.
Just leave it alone.
Definitely worked out. Bad Boys 2, phenomenal. 3 was good.
4.
Is it 4? Bad Boys 4
is the one that just came out, right?
That was actually very good.
They did a good job.
Honestly, I would put Bad Boys 2 first, then Bad Boys 4. Oh, I don't know. They're all good.
I didn't really pay attention to the other ones, so I need to go watch. I got to catch up on, guys. I have so much to catch up on. All the X-Men's. I have to catch up on the Bad Boys series. I have so much to catch up on.
Yeah.
It's more than where that came from.
Catch up on those Bad Boys.
Those Fast Furious too, because I barely paid attention to those two.
We're talking black cinema today, though. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about black cinema. Okay. But yeah.
I think these lights are making me sleepy.
I think you're just sleepy anyways. I feel like you're trying to blame it on something.
No, it's just I'm like,
get a little bit of lunch in a little bit.
That's probably what I need.
Yep. That's what she's trying to. That's what she's trying to hint at. But
take me out, Diddy.
I think we need to just lean towards different stories or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to just open up the opportunities, right? Yes, we can run viewership up on Tubi now and all that different type of stuff. But I'm all about breaking barriers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want
to get you to think, ask questions, in your head. Just not seeing the typical stuff, y'all, because that can get tiring. I mean, some people don't mind it, you know.
Yeah.
But us being creatives ourselves, I'm tired of it, baby.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing the same storyline. I'm tired of seeing the same ending. I'm tired of being able to know exactly what's about to happen next.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we can dig deeper. That's all. Like we can. You know, sometimes that's how we got to start. You know, some people are starting with these films and it's just somehow everybody's starting with the same one. Yeah. But we can dig deeper. As a creative, we're creatives. Yeah. Dig deeper. Get things to cause people to ask questions, to think. What? Or like literally Jordan Peele. I be confused. Sometimes I be pissed off.
So many Easter eggs.
Where are we going? What is?
That's timeless though.
Like, because you can literally go years and then sometimes it'll just. That'd be you with Kanye music too.
I was just finna say that Kanye and Lil Wayne. I'll stop the music.
You turn everything off in the car.
I'll just be driving like.
He'll stop in the middle of the highway.
I'm like, bro. He said, "Hey Mona Lisa, come home. You know you can't roam without Caesar." What? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
Same thing with Jordan Peele or whatever. Like, it was an Easter egg up in Get Out when he was sitting in a chair and he was clawing at the chair or whatever, trying to get out or whatever. You know, when she stirred the mug. You
saying it was a correlation between the two?
Yeah, because he picked the cotton and he put it in his ears. You good?
Yeah.
He picked the cotton and he put it in his ears, and he couldn't hear when she hit the cup or whatever.
That's how he wasn't able to get hypnotized that last time.
But he acted like he got hypnotized, and when she got up on him or whatever, then he killed her. Right. The correlation was we used to pick cotton or whatever for our livelihood. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that same cotton that enslaved me. The one that enslaved me saved me.
Woo.
I'm like, dang.
The man literally picking at it.
And he picking it, put it in the ears, everything, and it saved me. Like, I'm out. I'm gone.
I actually want to watch it now.
You should.
But it's just too much. It's very creepy, by the way. I get creeped out a little bit. Especially us. I'll just be like,
Us is creepy.
What? I still haven't watched the one with Keke Palmer yet.
That is you.
Okay, so we got to Get Out. Us
that's
and you.
That's Nope.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, shout out Daniel Kaluuya. Big fan. Lord have mercy.
Big fan.
Top 5 for sure.
Really great actor.
Daniel Kaluuya is up there.
It's so sick because this morning I woke up, I was in the shower and I was thinking about Fred Hampton, him being
Judas and Black Messiah.
Bro, I woke up thinking about that film. Dude, I'm like, that
top 5.
Pissed me off, but very good.
True story. If you have guns, just make it a true story. For real, there's enough gun violence or whatever. Like, you could Fruitvale Station, true story.
Jesus,
dude. When Michael B got shot, like, it's different just shooting people just cause, right?
That was really true.
You're not connecting me. I guess that's my issue. You're not connecting me
with
to the person,
bullet. And then for you to be shooting all up and through the movie.
Yes, like when on what was it?
Love When You Touch Me, man. Goodness gracious. It's a piece.
Don't fall asleep on the air, please. Because you hitting the mic, she like, it's a piece. Like, bro.
I love when he touch me. Don't be offended by the fact that I love when you touch me.
I'm not offended at all. I'm not.
It's just,
I didn't go like, yucky. I didn't say that. Like,
I'm sorry. I love it.
That's okay. I love that you love it. See what I'm saying? But like on Power, when Angela was hugging Ghost
and got shot,
and Tommy shot. Once again, sorry for the spoiler. When she got shot, I said, I didn't think it was gonna happen like that. We've been following her for 5 seasons. Didn't think she was gonna get shot in the back.
And not by Tommy.
Her
childhood bestie.
And that's not her childhood bestie.
They're all friends.
They all came up together, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, that's like his childhood sweetheart. And you just shot my girl.
And you know her. This ain't no regular shooting her. This is, you know her.
Right. Just connect it. Make us feel the shot. Make me feel the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
All right, now.
I'm just saying, if you're going to shoot somebody in the film, the audience should feel that shot.
I don't be feeling the ones that just like, bah, 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 bah.
That's what I'm saying.
On my hood.
Like, yeah, we seen him on screen for 5 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I don't even know who that is. What was his name? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, Ricky got shot. I'm like, oh my God, he was finna go pro. Jesus.
You felt that.
Chris Brown got shot. It's Chris Brown. So that was kind of like a, you know.
It was kind of double entendre with that because we're like, no, Chris.
But that's, yeah, everybody wasn't expecting that because it's Chris Brown. Like, and he just ate them up. He just ate
bro
them
in the dance
up.
battle, tore them up.
Dude, Lil Saint got shot. I just saw somebody. Who was that? Somebody just was like, I'm doing it for Lil Saint. I think that was Leslie on her story. She said, doing it for Lil Saint today. Years later, that's just a thing because we all wanted Lil Saint. Lil Saint, they was like, man, he bad, but he was around good people. You see what I'm saying? So when they punch in the wall, when he punched the wall up in the hospital,
we felt that.
Felt it. Not Lil Saint.
I was even sad that Snoop Dogg got shot up in Baby Boy.
No, I don't think nobody.
No, nobody was sad.
Yeah, everybody, but you still felt it. Like, yeah, nigga, get
that
yours.
Revenge because he was the antagonist the whole film. I told you because he said Baby Boy. He was like, nobody got shot. I was like, we was like, no, Tyrese didn't get shot. He thought he did. We was like, oh, good writing. I was like, then we looked at each other. We said Snoop Dogg got shot.
Yep. Training Day. Is Training Day a black film?
I don't think so. It's huge in the black community.
I think it is. I think it's like,
but
black
it's
royalty.
not. It's not a black director. I don't think.
I mean, but is it like? Oh no, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, it's huge in the black community.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah, but in black cinema, if you're gonna use those guns, justify the guns, build the anticipation for the shot, right? Build it. Just build it. Like, catch people off guard with the shot. Something. I don't know. Just change it up. Build the relationship between the audience and the character. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that the actor's fault? Is that the actor's fault? Is that a script writing thing? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just.
Why don't you do it?
I am.
Yeah. We're waiting.
I am. But I'm really trying to stray away from telling a story with guns. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, if it is a movie where, like,
it's just a necessity, of course.
Yeah, guns have to be present, then yes.
That's the point we're trying to make, y'all. It's just, if it needs to be there, it's a part of the storyline. Tell it. Justify it.
Justify the gun.
Or just dig deeper and let's find different ways around it. Right. Like, if we can. If it's not necessary, let's try to go around it so that we're just not looked at.
Yeah.
And I wonder how that is when we submit stuff to film festivals. How is that? Unless it's a black film festival.
Yeah.
Not the ones that's black film festivals. Regular film festivals, when you submit those type of films, like, I wonder how they're looked at. You know what I mean?
I feel like
you want to be well rounded. I just feel like
just being the film festival I just came from was the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, right? That is a very, like, avant-garde film festival. Like, if you sit there and watch all those movies, you're like, every single movie, you're like, what was the meaning of that? Like, some of them, you're like, I don't know.
I'm confused.
I don't know what I'm
Jordan
watching.
Peele probably could have submitted in those.
He probably could, but his are clear though. So it's still like there are parts that you do know exactly what that means, and there's parts where it's just like, what is that? I'm gonna have to watch that back. You know what I'm saying? Have a balance of that. But like those are like people just let their mind go. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, oh man, like
they gonna have to break this down for me.
I'm telling you, it was one that I watched. And it was like, ooh, that is conversational. Basically, in the film, it's a short film, and it was a man and a woman. They stayed, whole family stayed together. They had a daughter. Her mother stayed with them and everything like that. And what happened was the girl wanted to be a fashion designer, but they stayed in another country. She submitted to a fashion school in New York. She got accepted to the fashion school.
Telling me about this one, yeah.
Got accepted to the fashion school, but they had a business back home or whatever. It was a furniture store or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They were barely making it. And she got accepted to this fashion school or whatever. And her husband was like all excited about like the furniture store. She broke the news like, yo, I got accepted to this fashion school, but I'm gonna have to be gone for like 6 months. And if I get accepted fully into the fashion school, I'm gonna have to be there for a year. But they just paying for my 1-bedroom apartment for me to be there and stuff like that, all that. And so he just got sad. He like, well, I mean, what? You have a daughter, like you have a, you know what I'm saying? You got me and stuff like that. Like, where does that put us or whatever? And she like, this is going to present an opportunity to us, but it's getting violent here because there's a lot of car bombings and stuff like that. They got into a big old argument and stuff. They lights got cut off. So he got mad. He was trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff or whatever, get their lights turned back on and everything. Like, it was basically pointing to the struggle. It was like, it's either I'm gonna have to put more hours in on work, or I'm gonna have to let you go to open up opportunities, right?
That's tough.
And they didn't talk all day. They ended up lighting candles in the house. He came back and they talked, and he was like, yo, I understand where you're coming from. We're gonna take care of the baby. Go do it for the family or whatever, blah, 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 all this different type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, no, I'm going to stay. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, no, just go. Anyways, she went upstairs after they had agreed to let her go, right? And he was going to take care of the baby. And it was a car bomb that went off. Their car got blew up and he got blew up. So he got put in the hospital or whatever. So it's just like,
oh yeah,
what do you do? Do you have to stay home and take care of your child now? You know what I'm saying? Or do you still chase your dreams or whatever? And at the end of the film, she was like, I left Peru or whatever like 12 months ago. And I've been in New York ever since. Meaning she chased her dream. And her mama probably ended up taking care of the baby or whatever so that she could, you know what I'm saying, open up those opportunities. That stuff, like.
That's good. I'm staring. I said nothing.
I got to look on their site and see if I can actually see the movie
I hope
or
that
whatever.
It turns into a film for real.
It got submitted to so when
just
you do
that little clip though is enough.
It's supposed to be a short film. Some films ain't supposed to be feature length and everything like that. But
that's
that
good.
one,
I would have cried a little.
I did. I cried on that one. It was another one where it was a son. It was somebody that delivered a balloon to an old couple or whatever, right? And they were like, this is like your son's last breath is in this balloon. He wanted you to have it. They take the balloon in or whatever, and they staring at the balloon like his last breath in the balloon or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like blah, 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 all this stuff. And they just went through they went through the stages of mourning or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was so deep, but their son was gay. Mm-hmm. And they told him that you don't bring your boyfriend to dinner or whatever because we don't want him here. We won't do all that. Mm-hmm. And he ended up writing a letter or whatever and killing himself.
Just because he couldn't bring him to dinner?
Yeah, he felt rejected by his family. So he put his last breath in a balloon or whatever, killed himself, gave the balloon to his parents or whatever. And they were just like joking around or whatever. By the end of the film, the balloon popped. They started losing it. They was crying. They was crying so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, bro, let your mind go. Ooh, like, just let it go. Good. Like,
stuff that just pull on the emotions. I hate that stuff, but it's like, that's good writing.
But like, for the first like 10 minutes, I'm like, what is this? Like, what's the balloon? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? What are they going to do with this and stuff? They decorated the house. They started talking to the balloon and stuff. Like, then they were saying like they were going to get revenge and everything like that. But they were like, who? Revenge on who? We're the ones that killed him technically or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a big thing.
Dang, I want to see him.
I hope I can. I wish I can find them. But they're so deep. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't get stuck telling the same story. That's it.
That's different stuff.
When people break out the box, like shows like Atlanta or shows like, or movies like Get Out and Us and Get Out, Us, They, all of that stuff totally flipped the horror scope of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The way horror movies look now, it's psychological now because of Jordan Peele. You see what I'm saying? Think. It's totally different, you know? Shout out Robbie World because his stuff is kind of like that. He said he calls his stuff Twisted Tales. It's Twisted Tales.
That's what we first seen ever, I think, right?
We saw her on Tough Love, yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Let your mind go. Don't, just because we're black, just because we have specific...
And same type of certain type of culture or something like that don't mean we have to keep using that. Yeah. And recycling that same thing.
Just package it.
Show us a different part of us. The different side of us. Yeah. Maybe, you focus on hone in and do something good about marriage. Now, it's not drama filled, but
a healthy relationship.
Yeah, it's okay to do stuff like that. You know, it's possible.
Yep.
I think that's good. Let us know y'all thoughts on this topic.
For real. Yeah.
And I hope this was encouraging for people that are starting out, that's writing films right now, or trying to get into the industry, or you know what I mean, trying to take the right steps towards this or aspiring to do this specific thing. I hope it was encouraging, and open your mind. Like, I'm literally sitting here staring at them. I'm like, man, dang, I want to find this stuff. I want to watch it myself.
Yeah, we're definitely going to look it up. I hope I can find it on their site. I really want to go next year.
We'll see what life's like.
Yeah, they just do their thing or whatever. Like, if you haven't been to Mammoth Lakes, California, it is like a movie set.
He was showing me. He called me even through the phone on our FaceTime. I could see the mountains. It was ice on the mountains.
Like, what is going on here? Where are we at? Like, you feel like you're off the grid. It feels like a whole different country.
It was snow on the mountains, right?
Snow on the mountains, yeah.
And that was in May.
Yeah.
Is that cold?
What? Yeah.
Like, is the altitude or something?
Altitude. It's altitude. It's a lot of desert around it. So it's just cold. You got the creeks and the rivers flowing and stuff. They got trout going up the rivers and stuff. It was very cold. It was super cold.
In May, though.
In May, it was very cold.
So you think it's summertime, them snow melts?
I don't know.
That'll be dope to see.
I have no idea, but it would just go straight to the streams anyways. But there used to be there's a site where there used to be a volcano, and it's not there no more. The volcano's not there, but it still bubbles or whatever. So the water is warm. It's weird. It's just like
it's super cold. Snow on the
It's just a lot
God is an
on.
artist for sure.
I'm telling you. I'm just like, dude.
I would have been sitting outside all day.
I was sitting right by the mountain. It was a big hiking trail or whatever where you get up close on the mountains, and I was just sitting at the top of it for I was probably up there for about an hour just staring. I didn't know where I was. I didn't understand. I couldn't fathom. I could never make something like that. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I guess my last note for black filmmakers, creators, artists, just don't be afraid to tell the story a different way. Right. One big note that we got from a woman that Jazz interviewed, her name is Courtney. What's the name of her business? Christina's Curls. And
she does eczema and cradle caps, shampoos and oils and stuff like that for the baby's hair. Yeah. Super dope. Check out her products, guys.
Super dope. Very nice person. But she said that she didn't start her business because she wanted money. Not exposure, not anything. Her daughter had eczema and cradle cap bad. And so she made the product to fit her need.
Literally making different stuff to see if it'll work.
Right. And then it just spread, right? Like a whole bunch of people were like, oh, I need that. Can you make something for me or whatever? She said she started on Cashapp, taking payments and stuff. And then eventually Cashapp was like, you making too much money. You need to do something else to receive your money for these orders or whatever, right? And so
that's so dope.
I guess the main note that I took was when I create something, when I want to do something, right, there has to be a need for it, right? If we're talking gun violence or we talking about if there's a specific message that I want to convey, I want people to almost lean into the conversation in a different way, right? I want it to hit. I want it to really hit your heart. I really want it to pose a question to you, right, based on everything that I am seeing, right? Don't be afraid to tell a different story. That's a good note. Don't be afraid to tell a different story, or don't be afraid to tell the same story. But you have anything else you want to add?
No, just dig more to be more creative. You're creative. Your mind can go wherever. Yeah. And we have to reach certain people. Yeah. So you may have to reach people differently than who we're supposed to reach. Yeah. And so by you being creative and doing exactly what you're designed to do, you're going to reach who you're supposed to with your creativity and your projects and things like that. So, yeah. And
if you, and I will say, it could be a actor problem too. You know what I'm saying? If you're picking up a script and it seems like that's that type of story that it's giving or whatever, don't be afraid to do your character work, right? Write a background for your character. Why is my character like this, right? I just got casted in 2 films, and reading through the script or whatever.
Congrats.
Thank you. I'm trying to configure my backstory or whatever, because one, some characters curse, of course. I don't curse in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I have to justify the reasoning behind why I'm saying specific things and why I'm saying them. You know what I'm saying? My backstory, where I come from. You know, just so you can get all the way into character, you know what I'm saying? And not necessarily be acting. It should be very much natural. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Put yourself into that character. But that's where it can get scary too.
It can.
It can get scary because some people become that character because they practice so much and they put themselves into that character.
That's what we're doing, ain't we?
Yeah.
Have a good support system behind you or whatever, but in this
but some roles, some people will need therapy though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, be careful what you pick too. Mm-hmm. You know, but they're saying like what the Gladiator 2 is coming out with Denzel Washington, and from the bits and pieces I've heard, one, they said he's probably going to get another Oscar for this because of what he is doing in the film or whatever. But we know Denzel is a humble man of God. You know what I'm saying? So in the film called Gladiator, and he's like the ruler, he not acting like that. You know what I'm saying? So he has to justify. Same thing he said for Training Day. He was like, I had to justify why he is the way he is, his character, and why he dies at the end and all this stuff. It had to have a storyline behind it, right? So with all my characters now, I tried to, you know what I'm saying, write a deposition and stuff, where they come from, why they are the way they are,
so you can the role that you have.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's it. Also, last thing, I want to give a shout out to Miles Triplett. His scripts, I've worked on 3 of them now, 4 of them. The stories in which he tells is kind of it's like a nod to what I'm saying, right? I know the movie Love in a Candle, whenever that's coming out, that is a true love story, right? That is a true love story about 2 black pretty much us, you know what I'm saying? Like entrepreneurs or whatever that is trying to pursue business and love at the same time. And all these barriers are in the way, you know what I'm saying? And just going over hurdles and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Just, I can't wait for that to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like reading the script. I'm like, this is a great movie. You see what I'm saying? This is great. And then the last one that we did, Die for Us, Die for You, Die for Me, Die with You,
me,
Die. That's it. But it's called Die with You. I should have run on joke. But Die with You is like, yes, there are some guns in there, but that doesn't matter because it's you just have to see it. I don't know how to explain that really without
wait till he releases it. Just
too much
tell
away.
People to follow him so they can watch the trailers. And teasers.
We'll include the links to the teasers.
I don't know if he released them yet.
He did. He did.
Okay.
He did. We'll include those in the bio.
Or at least his @name so you can go follow him and pay attention to auditions that's coming up if you have them, or just the projects being released that Hakeem's a part of too. So. Yeah. And Jazz will soon be a part of. But that script is good too. Another love story, another, just super crazy creativity, you know what I'm saying? What if scenarios and everything like that. Like it's just wholesome. It's different, you know what I'm saying? And I know he's gonna thrive when he gets on that big screen or whatever, because the stories are just different. You know what I'm saying? And they're just getting better. So salute to him. But yeah, man, just tell your story. Tell your story. Tell your story. And tell it as creative as possible. Try to stand out.
That's it. Yeah.
Let us know y'all thoughts on this in the comments. Make sure y'all follow our socials and subscribe. And I got make sure I'm updating the Spotify. But yes, follow us on there too so y'all can listen. And it's a different topic for us today. But I think it's needed. Hopefully it was helpful for somebody.
Yeah. I feel like we can go on and on about this or whatever, because we didn't talk about like the things that roles we would say no to and stuff, and we
may do a part 2 of this.
Yeah, we might do a part 2 of this, you know what I'm saying? So we can go deeper into how we act, you know, being in a relationship, being married. Are there roles that we won't do, you know, unless you want to address that right now?
No, because that's going to take us, this is going to be a 3-hour episode.
Okay. She ready to get something to eat, y'all.
I'm sleepy too, y'all. Y'all probably looking at me like this.
Yep.
Fidgeting. I probably
because I was talking a lot. I'm like, but anyways, y'all, we're gonna go get something to eat, man. Love y'all, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all tap in, watch the other episodes, man. Love y'all so much. We in the A, baby. We'll to the A for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be spoiling. Anyway.
Love y'all.
Love y'all,
Catch y'all on the next epi.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your girl, Jazzy the Kid.
It's your boy, Hakeem.
And you listening to Too Much Talk. Yeah.